What's up, everyone?
Hey, everybody.
Hello, welcome to the Bearded Respect number 191. Woo.
All right.
Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Getting closer to Friday. Jason, you want to start welcoming these fine people in the chat before it gets out of hand?
Yeah. Yep. First up, do what Mixed Breed says. Make sure you hit that thumbs up coming in. Hey, Mixed Breed.
What's up?
The dude abides.
And we got Foxy. Hey, John. Good to see you.
What's up, John?
Hey, John,
We got Jeff Harmon. Hey, Jeff.
how you doing, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
There's Baker. Hey, Baker.
Not that
Good
guy,
to see you.
Felton. You're not that guy.
What's up, Baker?
How you doing, Baker?
There's Brad. Hey, Brad. Good to see you.
Hello there.
What's up, Brad?
How you doing?
There's DQ.
How you doing?
DQ, what's up?
Welcome.
There's Chief. Hey, Bearded Chief.
What's up, Chief?
How you doing, Chief?
Hold on 1 second, guys. Clementine's over there licking her paws.
Oh.
Yell at her. There's Dave. Hey, Born Bearded.
Dave?
Hey,
What's up,
brother.
Dave?
Amber. Hey, Amber.
Amber?
No
What's up, Amber?
way.
There's Chris. True North Chris.
What did he say?
What's up, Chris?
How you doing?
Got Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Hey, Santa Tom.
How you doing, Tom?
What's up, Tom?
Hello.
Dadpool. Good to
How
see
you doing?
Hello.
What's up,
My
Dad?
Renegade Brothers?
Pool?
Yeah, like Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, honey?
Hey, Becky.
Hello, Becky. Hello, Becky.
Hello, Becky.
And there's Raised Bearded.
Hey, brother.
What's up,
Good to
Raised
see
Beard?
you.
How you doing?
There's Jacob. Hey, Jacob.
How you doing, Jacob?
Jacob, what's up?
I don't have friends. I got family.
Dynamite.
How you doing,
Hey.
Dynamite?
Hello there.
I know
children.
Mike. What's up?
20 Spray Ray. See you guys.
How you doing, Ray?
What's up, Ray?
He's your
Hey,
number
Mark.
one fan.
He is.
Welcome.
What's up, Mark?
Good to see
How
you,
you
Mark.
doing?
I'm your huckleberry.
Hey, Kay.
How you doing,
See
Kay?
ya.
What's up, BBCK?
Hello there, children.
Hey, Renee. Good to see
How
you.
you doing, Renee?
What's up, Renee?
Hey, Mr. Patton.
Hey, Mr. Patton.
Hey.
All right, all right, all right.
Hi, Tara. Good to see you.
How you doing?
What's up, Tara?
Hello, murderer.
Hey, 3D.
3D, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey, Dino. Good to see you.
What's up, Dino?
No.
Woo! Woo!
Michael S. Hey, Michael.
What's up, Michael?
You're okay in my book.
Hi, Brackmine.
High five.
Thanks for joining us. Hour of the Wolf, Louie. Good to see you.
How you doing, Louie?
What's up, Louie?
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Hey, Robert. Good to see you.
People were asking for it last week.
What's up, Robert?
Hey, babysitter Jess. Good to see you.
How you doing?
What's up, Jess?
How the hell are you?
Hey, Ken. Good
How
to
you
see
doing, Ken?
What's up, Ken?
How you doing, my friend?
Hey, Chris. Big Stu. Good to see you.
Big Stu, what's up, man?
How you doing? Saw you
Hey,
was setting up
Kevin.
some skeletons.
Thank you, Kev.
Thank you,
Kev.
Kev.
Kev and I will be on a show this Saturday at noon Eastern Time on the Coffee with Brewer YouTube page.
Oh, I might have to catch that on the replay. I'm going down to West Virginia this weekend.
I'll be at a Ruck 22 in Madison. I'm volunteering, but Becky's walking the
Oh,
11 some miles.
Thanks, Dynamite.
thank you, Dynamite. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Frankie J.
How you doing, Frankie?
What's up, Frankie?
Hey, Ken. Thanks.
Oh,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Appreciate it.
Catalyst
Yeah,
is coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the sun profile is, but it looks interesting.
Hey, Phil. Good to see you.
How you doing, Phil?
What's up, Phil?
There's Romy.
What's up, Romy?
No way.
Oh, that's it. All caught up.
Put that cookie down!
All right.
Now!
For any companies or anybody who's interested in sponsoring a category in the Renegade Beard Club Wisconsin's paranormal / beard competition. In the beard competition, we have openings for categories to be sponsored. So if you're interested, just reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, or at thebeardedrespect@gmail.com, and I'll get a hold of you.
Hey, frickin' frack.
How you guys doing? So, Brewer, is it true what I hear? You got a collab coming from Florida Boys, or no? Sounded like that was said the other night. Maybe not.
Where? Who? I won a beard
maybe-
oil from Florida Boys.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I misunderstood it.
I won
It's probably-
a cologne dupe beard oil.
Okay.
Sponsored by Chief. Thank you, Chief.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No collab. I am preoccupied because I'm locked out of Instagram right now.
Oh no.
I can't recover my password.
I've been there before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Like only on my computer though, not on my phone. Like I can still get on my phone I just can't get on the computer. It's weird.
So, Jason, no job news?
Yes, there is job news.
Oh,
Had my interview Monday. When I walked into the room, the HR woman. Then there was 3 other guys. One guy, the third guy, he come in a little later after we'd already started. But it went really well. I think I did pretty good. It's been, pretty much over 20 years since I even interviewed for a job. And the job I have now, I didn't interview for it. But, but first thing she said was, you're pretty versatile. You've seemed to do, there's a lot of things on your resume, because I was applying for the welding position. I said, yeah. So they asked me, well, what do you do now in your current job? So I told them, I said, I pretty much, if the customer brings in a piece of cardboard or a rusted up piece of metal or something bent or a little hand sketch, I take it and I make the part, no matter what it needs done. I do it complete. And she says, well, we have departments that do stuff. Are you going to be bored? I said, no, because I'm ready to slow down and just, I didn't tell them that, but, between us. So she said, well, we're maybe thinking about putting you somewhere else, not necessarily welding. I says, oh, okay. But we talked about that and throughout the meeting then, and they said, we'll go ahead and let you go down and have a weld test to see what you got, but we may put you in another position. And so the one of the 3 guys, he decided to give me the tour, and we went down and grabbed my stuff out of my car, went in there, and it was an easy weld test. It was just a fillet T-joint. And he told me, he said, weld both sides. He said, and then cover one of them with a couple passes. So I was checking out the machine, getting it set up and seeing what gas we was using and stuff. I got my stuff on and I said, you want me to weld both sides and cover? Yeah, I usually say, if you have a hiccup, cover up the one you don't like. I said, okay. So I flipped the helmet down and I welded a bead and it was pretty good. And I lifted up my hood and I'm looking at it, and the guy lifted up his. He was watching me. And then the guy that gave me the tour, he says, oh, I can weld better than that. And I says, okay. And we all chuckled. We chuckled. He was joking. So then I flipped it around, welded the other side. I flipped my hood up and I'm looking at that, looking at the other side. I said, I like them both. Do I really need to cover one? He started laughing. He says, no. He said, you know how to weld. He said, yeah, I watched what you were doing. You know what you're doing. I says, okay. So we were done with that. So then he showed me around, and the guy, he says, it seems like you're not really that interested in welding. I says, well, I am. I says, I do like welding. I says, but I don't know how big of stuff you get into. I don't want to have to manipulate too much heavy, bulky weldments, I said, but looking through what you guys are doing here, I says, I can handle that. That ain't no issue. And, but he says, it just seems like you might be more interested in running the press brake or the laser. I said, I'll do whatever yous want, wherever yous want to put me. So we were touring around, and he takes me over to the machine shop side, and the guy that was in charge over in that particular building, he was the guy that came in late to the meeting. And so he was asking me questions. He was interested. And one of the shifts, he said, would you be interested in a weekend shift? I says, I'm assuming that's 3/12s. He goes, yeah, and you get paid for 40. I said, well, if I wasn't married, I'd be interested. I said, but being married and that she has a weekends off and I wouldn't, that'd be tough to do anything. He goes, that's the same reason why I couldn't do it, because I'm married. So, but yeah, he seemed real interested. So we were done there and we were heading back to the HR office, and because I had signed a paper for background check, because they do defense work as well. And I told the guy, I says, man, I says, I haven't interviewed in over 20 years. He goes, you did pretty good. He said, don't worry about it. And then talking to the HR girl, the guy that toured me around, she goes, he's one of the toughest guys to have to please. Just like that. So, yeah, anyway, things went good. She sent me home a benefits paper saying what all different things, with the 401k and all that stuff and the vacation time. And so that was Monday. And then Tuesday morning, another thing, Monday morning before I went to the interview, I got 4 stitches in my thumb. So I'm like, and my wife's like, are you still going to go to that interview? I said, yeah. But so Tuesday, I took Tuesday off because it was still sore and stuff. And so Tuesday morning, I sent her an email thanking her and all the other 3 guys and appreciated the opportunity and blah, blah, blah. And so then later that day, about 4 o'clock, she called me and with an offer. And I said, oh, okay, that was quick. So we discussed that a little bit, and I had some more questions, and they didn't offer me as much as I was hoping. So kind of discussed that with my wife. It'd still be making more than what I'm making now, but I was hoping to get even more.
Mm-hmm.
But so we kind of hem-hawed around about it, did some figuring and stuff, and I said, I think I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to take it. I says, I mean, I'm going to have more expense because I got to drive further and things like that. But I said, like I said, it's still a raise. And so I decided, I called her Wednesday morning then. Had a couple more questions I asked her, and I said, and I'm going to ask, I says, is there any wiggle room? I says, is there any? She goes, well, we usually start everybody out at that. She goes, and that's not my decision, because one of the reasons that they want me in a machine shop is for my maturity. So I don't know if that was a polite way of saying I'm old or what, but yeah.
Or you can be taking care of a bunch of kids in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. She's talking about my maturity, and I'm like,
I also think they look at you know what you're doing.
yeah. So, but that's what's funny though. The machining, CNC machining is like the least qualified position I'm good for, and that's where they want to put me. But that's where their bottleneck is right now. So. But yeah, so I said, is there any way I could get a little more money? She goes, well, I'll talk to Kevin and then I'll let you know. So then she emailed me later Wednesday and said he's going to have to think about it and he'll let me know tomorrow. Well, then 8:30 this morning, I got another offer letter emailed to me, and yeah, they bumped me up. They bumped it up another $1. So I said, yeah, that's a little bit of a victory for me. So yeah, so I told her, I said, I'm going to go ahead and accept it then. Of course, there's the background check. I got to go for a physical and a drug and alcohol screening, which I am not worried one iota about any of that stuff. So. Right. And then, of course, there's a 90-day probationary period that, after 60 days, I'll get my health insurance, but 90 days, I'll get some other stuff. But I got to buy a new pair of boots because they want, I I got to get metatarsals. Just steel toes aren't good enough. So, but they
Yeah.
reimburse you up to $180 on that. So that's pretty good.
Well,
So
yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
any of them have beards? Yeah, I've been missing the chat there while I'm talking, but yeah. And then the only other thing is, I really didn't want to bring it up yet, but there's 2 shifts, and I'm not sure if I get to pick my shift or not, whether it be daylight or their second shift. But daylight is 5 a.m. to 3:15, and second shift is 6:45, I think, to 5 a.m. They
Ooh.
work 4 tens. Now, I definitely don't like second shift,
Yeah.
but even daylight shift, it's a half hour away for me, so it's a half hour drive. So if I got to be there at 5 o'clock, I'd probably want to leave at 4:15, my house, which means I got to get up early,
Yeah.
which means I may not be doing the Thursday night show.
Well, we'll worry about that when we get to it. Don't worry about it.
I don't start till the 20th, October 20th, because they must schedule orientations, and that's when orientation is. So I got October 6th. I'll be giving my 2 weeks notice. So yeah, I still got a good 4 or 5 shows yet. So, but yeah, we gotta see what's going to go on. Now, like I said, they work 4/10, so technically I'd be off Friday. However, overtime's not mandatory, but it's appreciated, and my paycheck would appreciate it too. So even though I've worked 4/10s, I'll probably still be going into Friday. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll see. I got a lot of things to figure out yet, and what I'm going to be doing, but yeah, my wife says, "Are you excited?" I says I'm excited and nervous at the same time. I'm excited to go into more depth of machining, because machining to me, well, it's all fabrications. I like all fabrication, but machining to me, I'm just fascinated with it. And now granted, I've run CNC punch presses and plasma cutters, and you just push in some numbers and it does stuff too, just like a machine. But some of the things that machines can do are pretty elaborate. So yeah, that one, he said, sometimes some of the stuff we machine in here takes 18 hours just to machine one part.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and the one, in the one area I was in, I guess they have another building too that does machining. They're not 100% sure which one I'm going to, but the one that I took the tour of that was on the main campus area, they were big gantry machines, and I bet you them tables was about 6 foot by 20 foot, and they were just vacuum tables, and they had a piece on there that was probably 6 foot square and just machine, and it was aluminum. It was probably 2 to 3 inches thick, and it was just machining all kinds of stuff and threading, and yeah, so big stuff. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that, but at the same time, I'm nervous because I'm not as efficient with that as I am with the other stuff. But so yeah, I'm pretty psyched, and I just yeah, I'm happy to get out of where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck. I was stuck in a rut. It was bad for your mental health.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for a new chapter in life. So I talked enough, guys. We got to get on. Got to get Phil on here and get going. But yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm glad you guys asked, but I kind of didn't want to. I wanted to talk to you guys first after the show, but
if you didn't want to talk, you could have just said no.
Well, I didn't want to really have to spring out that I might be done with the show yet, but
Oh,
we'll see.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. So, but thanks. I've been missing the chat, but I have seen the congratulations stuff. I appreciate it, everybody.
All right, let's bring our guest in.
All righty.
Hello, bearded respect.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Phil.
Are you there?
Yeah. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Your video's not on.
The video's not on. I see my video. Let me turn it off and turn it on. You see me now?
No,
No.
it's black.
It's just black.
Let me leave and then rejoin.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's a possibility too.
Yeah.
I actually have a guest who wants to come on the show who has issues with being on Thursdays because he works in a federal prison. And they won't let him do the show from work.
Hey. Can you
So
see me
black.
now?
No, we cannot see you.
Okay. I will close the whole browser and then rejoin.
All right.
Everybody, not sure what happened. He was on here earlier.
Yeah, he was fine
Talking with
before the
us.
show.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait till you guys see his stash. He's got made up for tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we could always do Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Let's see if she catches that. In the chat. Or 9 p.m. No, 8 p.m. Yeah. There we go. Now it's working. There we go.
That's better.
Can you hear us okay?
It's all like crackly.
Now we got the sound issues.
Yeah. What did you do, Phil? Did you like throw your phone or something? You have earbuds in?
I'm not sure if my video's even coming in straight.
Your video's good. It's just your. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
What's up,
a few
Bishop?
technical difficulties, everyone.
Hey, Bishop.
Tara says she'll just combine the shows.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll see. Everyone seems to want to put their show on at the same time as our show's on.
I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, it'd be easy to move.
Yeah.
Oh, we got room for two Phils.
Well, Phil, this is Philip, not Phil. So.
Use a dry erase board. Oh, it's always something.
Lately, it has been.
What's been going on lately? I mean, I think I know with the one show what the problem is, but
Yeah.
we've seemed to have more problems lately than we used to. Oh, because Jason Klein is too powerful. So you've got the Saturday show this week.
Yes.
Coffee shows coming up.
Maybe. I don't know. Here, let me drop the link to my page. for this Saturday, between two beards, Kevin and I, at noon Eastern time. Yeah, should be a good time if you can make it. If not, catch your replay. Coffee show. I might do one Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Maybe this Sunday.
She says, I remember Tara talking for 10 minutes with no mic.
I remember that. Oh, yeah.
We hear you now?
I hear you like very crackly, but
Yeah, you're very crackly as well.
Huh?
Do you have earbuds in?
let's see.
Kev, you already have a mic and a camera.
Well, Amazon can be pretty quick.
I think we missed this too. Hey, Ellie. I don't know if
How you doing,
anybody-
Ellie?
What's up, Ellie?
Hello.
And yeah, Renee, I seen your comment about are you in HR or something? I see you just got all your welders new composite toe boots. And yes, we are particular about our boots, especially welders. The welders for me, for I don't know how long, I buy like the slip on, not the tie, because you get the tie ones and you're going to burn your laces. So you get the slip on ones. That's what I prefer. Plus, I don't like bending over to tie the son of a bitches either, you know.
Is this better?
You get,
Maybe? Yeah, it looks like it's better.
we can hear you, just can't see you.
Yeah.
I
You
can
sound
see you.
good.
How are you doing this?
I don't know.
How does one work on
Are
Can
you?
you see me now?
No. No.
That's so
Are
weird.
you, are you using a phone?
Yeah. And I'm hooked up to Wi-Fi. I was on 5G, but I switched over to Wi-Fi.
Do you have any background apps open?
Yeah, maybe whatever else I have, but I don't think they run anything.
I mean, at worst, we can do this.
Yeah, we could do a
Yeah,
black box
yeah.
better than a crackle box.
Definitely better than Cracklebox.
Yes.
Wow, Phil. This is so strange. This is the first time for this problem where it's either no picture, great audio, or picture, horrible audio. So weird.
No. Hopefully it'll just start
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, John Fox said take off the lens cap.
Yeah, take off the lens
Yeah,
cap.
his lens cap's off. I'm gonna try leaving one more time and try rejoining, see if that will, I don't know,
All
if that'll
right.
make it.
Okay. Kev, you act like this is your first time on a live stream. Amber too, like what kind of help does he really need? He's done live streams before.
Yeah, if you have problems, you just roll with it and do the best you can.
He'll need your help tomorrow setting it up. Oh boy. Such a weird thing. So what happens if you turn your camera sideways?
If I turn my camera off, that camera's off right now. Audio's on.
Weird. But now your audio is bad.
Right now he comes by really really crackly.
I don't
Oh
use it.
man.
Star 228 does not fix anything.
Oh boy. That is
I've never seen this one.
no.
John Fox wants to know if it's a flip phone. He says we're supposed to adjust the rabbit ears.
Is it a burner phone that you're using?
This is my normal phone.
Oh man.
It's funny and weird.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
That
know.
is weird. Are you in a hotel?
Yeah, I'm in a hotel.
Oh.
I'm hooked up to the Wi-Fi.
Ooh, that sounded really good. I think you just need to be closer.
If you need to be closer, I'll try to get closer.
Yeah. Get like really close to the phone.
Okay, I'll just scream into the phone and
This is good, right
a
here.
black metal career. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It sounds a little
Yeah,
bit
that I think that was a problem. You were too far away for the phone to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we
give it
we can work with that.
let's give it a roll.
Sounds good.
Let's get into our 5 questions.
Alrighty. It hit the button.
All right. So
Nothing wants to work today.
first question. Everyone wants to know, what was your favorite toy growing up? What was that one toy that you always played with?
A wood carving knife.
A wood carving knife.
Yeah. So I one thing I always wanted when I was young was just like a knife. I thought knives were super cool. And then getting one and learning to carve and whittling on things was probably one of my my favorite things.
That's a first, definitely.
Yeah.
That's
What
awesome,
sort of
though.
things would you whittle?
I would mainly just like whittle sticks and stuff like that. I did do like some soap for a little bit, but yeah, that wasn't very long. Mainly just like to whittle on wood. I like to use like magnifying glasses to burn designs into the wood or just burn things, and yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Very cool. Well, before I get into my next question, let's take a close up to this masterpiece of a mustache you got here
Yeah,
for
nice.
everyone to see.
Styled up kind of in a dolly. I didn't take a lot of time to get it like perfectly straight, but yeah, it'd be considered a dolly.
Okay. So,
yeah, and
how long have you been designing your mustache?
designing, probably like the last 2 years.
Okay. So fairly new.
Prior, well, like I guess more or less, maybe a little bit earlier than that. I'd maybe throw some different stuff in my mustache, but I didn't really know what I was doing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
now,
Dino.
now you look like a pro.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you, Dino.
Thank you, Dino.
Yes.
What drew you into like the mustache world?
So I have a friend whose wife was working for like a marketing like firm at a time, and they did a mustache contest on like photo contest on Facebook. She's like, "Oh, you have a great mustache. You should enter it." So I entered that, and I won that. And then someone saw me there, Captain Ron with Woolix
Ron
Mustache
Woolix.
Parlor. Yep. And he's like, "Hey, there's this other contest you should enter." So I entered that, and I did really well on that. And he wanted me to go down to nationals in 24, but there's just a lot going on in life, and I was just like it was too soon to be able to do. If I had been able to, it would have been great. Thanks, Beard Chief 3D. But I guess I can talk about how much wax do I use each time in these other questions later, or we can pull this up later.
Yeah,
but,
we're gonna start the questions and we'll get to them. Yep.
Yeah. So so won that contest, and then like I got some different beard products from that, and then I didn't really know what to do with that. Like I hadn't used any beard oil or anything like that prior to that, and for before, if I was styling, like some people had given me maybe like a couple of tins of like not really good mustache wax at all. Like I had one that was basically just beeswax and another one that didn't hold anything. And then so then I had beard oils and had to learn how to use wax in combination with beard oil, which you generally shouldn't.
Right.
And so he's like, he told me I should start posting pictures on Instagram and making videos and stuff like that. And then after the 2024 national contest, that's when I believe Death Grip Wax came out with their Platinum Edition EDC kit wax, where you have like this tin that you can have wax. It's got a little mirror in it. You just stick in your pocket. Nice, heavy little tin. Awesome little set. You get all the different waxes and a comb and some of the wax remover oil. And for that, he made a contest to see if you could win it by making a styling video. And up until that time, I hadn't made any videos of styling my mustache. So I made a video for that and ended up winning that. And then, kind of took off from there as far as like the social media side of things. And yeah.
How many competitions have you been to physically, like in person? I know I've been to at least 3 with you.
5 or 6, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you go to nationals last year?
Yep. Nationals last year.
In Washington? Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And that was the first time you went to nationals?
First time I went to nationals, and then prior to that, I went to Beard Clash. Met you there for the first time.
Yep.
And
Great American?
You told me, no, not Great American. I would have liked to have gone to Great American, but again, just too busy at that time.
Right.
And maybe next go around though for that, and then so. And then Worlds, and then there is one in Omaha that got put on at a Harley Davidson down there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm blanking out the name of what that one was called. It took a I think it's taken a hiatus this year for that because the guys that were running it, their barbershop like changed owners and they're restarting things, but they want to do it again, they said. And then Worlds, and then Beard Clash again. And
how did you do at Worlds, and what category did you enter?
So I did the dolly, and that's kind of why I did dolly today, for the category of mustache. If you've never been to Worlds or Nationals or the Great American or a few of like the bigger beard competitions, usually there's a lot of different styled mustaches categories versus just like styled mustache or natural mustache. So I did dolly, which is inspired from Salvador Dali in styling straight up, even though he did a lot of freestyle mustaches as well. And I got second place in the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The guy that got first was from Germany, and then I believe the guy that had gotten first the last 3 times, he I think got 4th this go around. So, so that was very unexpected.
Yeah. Was it hard to pick a category? Like, were you kind of torn between different categories?
It was very hard for me to pick a category because I knew there was going to be a lot of really great beards and facial hair there. Right prior to going there, I had a goatee too, so I was thinking maybe of doing musketeer, which I mean, some of the guys that do musketeer really really great and show up to worlds. It's like
Right.
it's hard to beat them. They're super super good. And I think I can pull off a really good musketeer as well. That's what I did for nationals last year, and I got second in that. But yeah, so then I was like, well, natural. There's like going to be a lot of guys that do natural because it's pretty easy to do. You just kind of show up, make sure things are clean, and
Right.
very lightly styled. And then
I think there was a lot of naturals at Worlds.
yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, at Worlds, I don't think there were any of the mustache categories that didn't have a lot. Maybe freestyle had the least
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
But I thought about doing freestyle, and I might try to do that sometime. But if I go to Worlds again in 2027, I feel like I almost got to kind of try to see if I can get first in Dolly or
Right.
at least hold my spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Oh,
But
so you're going to go to England in 27?
yeah, tentatively planning. I think that's a good goal to try to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at Worlds, if I remember correctly, every day I saw you had a different style of mustache. Like you did it differently each time I saw you, which was
Yep.
really cool.
Yep, I did Dolly the first day because mustaches for the first day, and then the second day I did like a Hungarian in Death Grip Black Magic, so my mustache was
Yeah.
all blacked out, and then on the third day I did a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you prefer one type of mustache wax over the other, depending on what style you're going to go? Like for the Dolly is different than like for Hungarian or?
Yeah, so when it comes to mustache waxes, I would say I wouldn't put it in the category of brand per se. I would put it in this type of mustache wax.
Like strength.
Yeah, so my favorite like overall mustache wax has changed through the process of doing it. When I started, I liked something that was easier to put in, like Death Grip Sudden Death or Mustache Parlor, because it's a soft, no heat that you can put in and you can style up really easily. And those are still both really great waxes, especially when it gets cooler. But now I like using a higher strength wax like Bone Crusher or Copper Johns, or there's a number of brands out there that make good high strength mustache waxes, and you have to use heat when you put that wax in, which when I was first starting I thought that was kind of a pain.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just a little bit of a learning curve, and knowing that you gotta put enough heat that the wax is melted, so when you're combing it in and applying it, it's not pulling hairs, and making sure you do enough too. I feel like a lot of people, when they try it, they don't use enough heat, so it's not. They don't have fun putting it in. Like it just doesn't style as they think.
Right.
Or they're not even putting enough in so that the hairs can stick to each other. Like some might stick to each other, but others don't, and then you kind of have a messy looking mustache. So I've come to like the higher ones, and you just gotta put it in and style up from there. I'd say only in the wintertime do I think that the do I like on a really really cold day would I not care for a high hold, because it can be cool in the house, which makes it hard to get it hot enough to put in and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Have you ever used the the I can't think. Remember the Scott? Do you remember the kind of mustache wax Paul Slosar uses?
It's the
Oh,
old school one that comes in a tube.
Oh,
like
the
a-
tube. I haven't used a tube mustache wax. I've seen people have that, but I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, he says it holds up better in the humidity.
yeah,
Him and Taxi Phil use it.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's a different base. You don't. I don't think you need heat for it at all.
No, it's like a cream.
Yeah,
My
it's like
guess is it
cream.
sounds like a water base or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I've used like Got to Be glue, like
Okay.
their spike gel before, and I don't know if I'd say that's quite the same though. When I've seen people put in the stuff from like the looks like a toothpaste tube, because it doesn't like hold the hairs together structured. Like you can pull it and you can like let it sit and dry and it will hold, but you can't manipulate the hairs as much,
Mm.
at least in my experience. I haven't also used it in a long time because I've been using all kinds of different waxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Clubman.
Clubman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clubman.
I've
Oh,
heard the
okay.
name.
yeah,
I was
that's
thinking
right.
something different, but yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Jeff.
You ever meet Paul Slosar? SLOSAR. So he has a Guinness record for the longest mustache.
Yeah, I think I saw him definitely at Worlds. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know
He
if I've
was
ever
there.
like talked with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good guy. He was on our show a couple of years ago, and he works in aviation. But he always wears his mustache straight out. It's like over 2 feet. And like he'll sit on a plane and like people have his mustache in front of them.
I just feel weird about doing that to people.
Well, whenever I style up in English or like Hungarian, when it's straight out, everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna poke an eye out," or
Right.
"Watch out,
Yeah.
Hungarian."
Yeah, exactly. I've always been impressed with English style. I like the Hungarian. I like how it looks, but the English style, just to get it that straight, especially that guy that's won worlds like 4 times in a row for
6 times.
6 times. Yeah, like that's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Pete.
But that seems like very difficult to do, to get it that level.
I don't know. I think I've gotten down my English pretty good now.
Yeah.
The hardest part I have is gonna be like the very tips of the hair.
Mhm.
Like especially if you haven't trimmed them a little bit, just those last little tips. They
Mhm.
just sometimes just want to curve a little bit or whatever to get
Yeah.
that perfectly straight.
So you do trim your mustache,
Occasionally, but usually
Yeah.
just like a tiny bit off the
tip.
tips. Yeah.
Okay. So you also have another interesting thing that you do is we can catch you at the Nebraska Renaissance Fair, right?
Yep.
What do you do
Well,
there?
at least the last 2 years I've set up to sell well, kind of like what I'm doing this weekend. If anybody's in North Dakota in Minot area, I'm at the Norse Cuss Fest in the Viking Village. But I sell like a lot of like drinking horns and like kind of historical or historical inspired kind of things. And so yeah, I have also like knives out there that I've forged from ADCRV2 and dice made from bone, horns or dice made from horns, bone and horn combs, blow horns, drinking horns, horn mugs. Yeah, I have a bunch of different stuff. Chainmail.
Mhm.
Well, that's one question. Oh, I lost it.
Dino.
Dino was said to ask about what it's like being a maker and a blacksmith.
Yeah, so I think What's it like to be like being like that? I would say it's just finding fun and curiosity in something and trying your hand at it and failing until you start to learn something or make something. I think a lot of makers are, especially like ones that have been doing it for a while, they learned to appreciate the failure and the different things that they make and how they learn and grow along that way. Like a lot of them will realize that they're not that great at stuff because they've done it enough to know they always have a ton to learn, and they just kind of like have fun exploring their media.
Mm-hmm. Is this something that you just self-taught, or did you learn it from someone?
Some self-taught, YouTube videos and books and lots of research, and then some I've learned through like different people I've met. So a lot of blacksmiths, they'll do something called a hammer in, where like a bunch of blacksmiths will get together, and sometimes at some like person's forge or a place where we can forge generally, and um, sometimes there'll be like a combination project that everybody's like working to make together. Other times there'll be like everybody's making different things or whatnot, and some people are like teaching classes or showing something that they learned. And a lot of times they'll fire an anvil, so they'll take two anvils, they'll set one on its face, um, put a bunch of black powder in on the bottom foot, and then set another one on top. There's a few different ways to seal it, but then they'll put a fuse in there, light it on fire, and shoot like an anvil crazy high in the air and watch it fall down.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big bang, and yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So different events like that. Yeah, I like doing like outdoor activities and like bushcraft things growing up. So that involved like the carving and different things like that
Mm-hmm.
that I like doing, making fires,
Mm-hmm.
playing with fire.
Playing with fire, yeah. Making sharp stuff.
Yeah.
Any glass blowing?
I haven't tried glass blowing. I'd like to sometimes. When I worked in the Twin Cities at a commercial refrigeration shop, one of the guys there would do glass blowing at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival.
Mm.
But I've tried a little bit of lamp work with like making beads, glass beads before, but that's about the closest I've done with glass work, and a tiny bit of stained glass in a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. So what social media formats do you use? I know you use Instagram, but do you have like a YouTube channel or?
Yeah. So I have I mainly post on Instagram. I have a TikTok. I try to be better at posting there, but I like to put a lot of songs to like when I'm styling to make it just a little bit more interesting than watching me just style up my mustache. But I like Instagram a little bit better for picking songs than TikTok. But then I have a YouTube channel as well, and I'm pretty bad at uploading onto that. But occasionally I'll cross post over to there or put longer things. Like last weekend, I was in Green Bay, next door county, and I met up with a friend that's a famous blacksmith out there named Rick Fur. He was like on Nova in PBS and stuff like that. Did a show about making a Viking sword, making a suit of armor, which I learned about last weekend. I didn't know about that one, so I'll have to watch that yet. But kind of did like a tour of his shop and posted that up on YouTube, the whole tour, and talking with him, and talks a little bit about being a maker and showing off some of the different like power hammers and forge and different things he has in his shop. And yeah.
What is your YouTube channel called?
You can find it in my link tree on Instagram or TikTok. But I think it's Ask the Mustache or something like that.
Oh, is it by the expert? No,
No.
that was a different. Oh, this is someone using your footage.
Someone's using my footage.
Yeah,
You'll have to send me a link.
it's called Beauty Tap
Oh,
by the expert. Supply scene
yeah.
footage.
What was that? I remember Beauty Tap. They reached out to me
Okay.
and but I think they wanted me to do that. I think that was something about for a razor though.
Yeah, that's a razor. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a razor you're using. I'd go to your link tree, but I'm currently locked out of Instagram.
I don't want to like
Yes.
dare like touch switching things on here,
Oh,
otherwise
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
picture will go bad or
Yeah.
lose the mic again.
On YouTube, it's at Ask the Mustache.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let's ask the mustache. I just wanted to put a link in the chat. That's
Yeah. Yeah, anybody can drop a follow there and comment or like on a video, would be appreciated. Get me wanting to post more things on YouTube.
I really enjoy your Instagram ones where you talk more motivationally.
Mm.
The one where you had the wires. I thought that one was interesting.
Yeah, occasionally I'll do videos like that too. Like if I go on like a run or something like that afterwards, I'll like read or quote a poem or some sort of a something that I found interesting or inspirational and share that around. And yeah, do that occasionally as well.
Yeah, it's
Thanks, Amber.
yeah. Thank you, Amber, for getting that. I was struggling over here.
That's what happens when Instagram kicks you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Any like specific organizations that you're part of or clubs that you want to kind of shout out?
Yeah, I'm part of Renegades.
Oh,
yes.
My
is that a Nebraska
ring there.
Renegade?
What?
Nebraska Renegade?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We have, I don't know how many we have in there. I've been adding a few people here and there, but want to get that more people. And then I do a lot of stuff with the different guys in the Death Grip Brotherhood as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, there's a lot of different great beard companies and stuff like that I do things with as well, and enjoy using the products and share it when I style up. So
yeah, I think Death Grip should get a lot of credit for the mustache world coming up in social media in the last couple of years. When Scott and I went to nationals in 22. Yeah, 22. Yeah, in Wyoming, there was like, at the time, it was like a big group of Death Grip guys at that time, which has definitely blown up since then. But like it was kind of intimidating. They're all dressed up in nice suits and they all got the ring.
Yeah.
And there was like a good showing of mustaches for the competition. And then like ever since then, like it's just grown so much. And
yep, Levi.
Yeah, Levi.
Levi, no doubt, has done a fantastic job of spreading the news about how a mustache can change a guy's life, whether you have it with a beard or not. Having a full mustache, I think, makes a big difference. And they make excellent products. And he just posted they're looking to hire one or two more guys here. Help with making product and doing social media stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, but he's also
Tara,
just like a great guy in general too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so generous, kind, just uplifting, positive. The whole group of guys in the Death Grip Brotherhood are just that way.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Bob, Bob, I've spent a lot of time with him at different places, and Levi, I've seen him a lot, talked to him a lot, especially at the Denver competitions because he's close by to there.
I
But
so wanted to go to that last one.
Yeah, I had to miss it too. That was the first one I missed in a while, but it's usually a good time. Oh, go ahead, Jason.
I thought you were kind of done there, but Tara wanted to know, you were talking about running. How many miles per week do you average lately?
It depends. Last Sunday? Yeah, last Sunday I ran 27 point something miles.
Wow.
Oh,
And then I don't know, I try to run at least 10 miles or so a week. Life's been really busy and crazy, hectic, but yeah, ran 27 miles Sunday.
What's the furthest you've ran?
That was the furthest I've
Oh,
run.
that was the furthest. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
I was
getting?
like, I'm gonna just run a little over a marathon today. Let's do it. This is what we did.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh.
Are you training for anything?
Nope. I
No.
have a half marathon later in the year that friends at work are doing, but I could run that no problem. So
Yeah.
I just signed up to join them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. No, I'd
So what'd
say
you-
running's a really good thing to work on, even if it's just working up. It's just cardio has so many good benefits. Yeah. It's not fun getting started, but after you get into it for a while, it becomes pretty fun.
So did you just decide, did you run out 13 and a half miles and decide to turn around and run back, or did you do a loop or?
So I was in the Twin Cities visiting my brothers on our way up to this event, and I decided to. They live kind of next to the Mississippi River, so I ran down along the river, past Minnehaha Falls, and then around several of the lakes there, and then worked my way back. Rained on the run, and it was dark by the time I got back. It was 4 hours and 50 some minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
No problem, Tara. You should get right back at it. It sucks restarting, but go slow for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the biggest things. They say if you don't even have to do a ton to stay active. Like if you take a break. I watched listened to more or less this interesting YouTube video that was talking about some of the best runners in the world and how when it's their off season, they actually don't really like run hardly at all. They keep it really, really minimal as far as maybe like just a little bit of sprinting or something because it keeps the cardio health, steady. And then when it gets closer, they start to build just a little bit more. Then they take a break so that when they go to actually race, they're fully like prepped and ready to go.
What's up, Jay? I've been on a 21-year break from running. But I'm active in hiking. I hike a lot. Like I do a lot of walking and hiking, but running
and rucking.
And rucking, yeah. Running, yeah. I left in the Army.
That's awesome, Tara.
Let's see. Oh, she also wanted to know if you were born in the Midwest.
Yeah. Yep. I was born in Colorado. Yep. Born in Colorado.
Right. At Fort
lived
Carson,
a little
right?
bit. Yep. Lived a little bit down in in Florida and Crystal River, and moved up to Minnesota, and made it back to Nebraska.
Yeah, I think we had that conversation when my son and you were born in the same hospital.
Yeah, Burr walks fastest.
I do
Probably
walk
be
fast.
almost running for me.
Hey, handstand push-ups are no joke. They're easier with a wall, but they're still no joke.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah, we
ask the
got
other 4 questions?
Yeah, we got through them all.
Yeah.
Jason's got them pinned.
yeah. I'm gonna hit that one about you seen this one, so
Oh,
we
okay.
can come back to it. How much
How much
wax do you use?
It depends. So if I want to go like a light, like natural style, I might use just a tiny bit of wax. But otherwise, usually if you watch my videos, you see I like to use a pick when I use wax. I'll get it, scrape some up, get it nice and hot. Then I like to smear the wax over my mustache so it looks just like covered with like frosting. And then I will heat it up with a hair dryer generally, and then comb that in to all the hairs. And then I'll start to form it to the shape I want. And then depending on how fast I'm going or if I'm going competition or not, I'll usually do another 2 to 3 different passes of wax on top of that. Of kind of just smearing it in after it's kind of formed. And I usually style straight out first and then shape from there. So I would say I use more wax than a lot of people do, but I think it's important if you're styling. If you use too much wax, then you'll get wax that starts to build up. Like you'll comb through it and you'll still see in your mustache, but you can take your hair dryer and just like comb through that section, the comb that you've cleaned off, and those will go away and you've gotten enough out. But you see that right away after you put in a couple passes.
Do you ever try a heated brush, like a beard brush that's heated
So
to melt?
I have a hair straightener that I'll use, like a pencil hair straightener, and I've used that to heat it when I haven't had a hair dryer. It can be used, it can work, but a lot of times, if you're using just that, I find that in your wax, you have a combination generally of like pine resin, wax, lanolin. Um, but when you use that heat, just like with any hair protectant spray that has a tiny bit of oil in it that protects the hairs as you use the heat, that kind of burns off, and then you're left with just like the wax and the resin. So then you're not able to have as much pliability when it comes to styling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just a regular hair dryer, like blow dryer, is enough heat to help it melt and form it.
Yep. And then after you get it like spread evenly in the hair, and usually I style straight out, then you can hit it with a cold air from the hair dryer to kind of set it. Wax kind of has like you temper. It's not quite the same as tempering metal, but it can be really flexible and soft if it's warm, and it has mass when you start to add a few layers. So that takes time to cool down. So if you help cool it down, then it sticks, and you're able to shape it better from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And other thing when it comes to adding wax is it's important to pre-style first. So if you know you're going to do curls, you want to, after you come out of like a hot shower, you want to kind of get a natural curl started first using either like a heated round brush or a round brush and a hair dryer, and then apply your wax. So when you go to style it, the hairs are already naturally kind of going that direction and you're not fighting them. And then if you're going to do like English or Hungarian, it's best to, straighten those hairs out somewhat first beforehand so they're not wanting to go different directions and go from there.
Have you ever used Savvy Jack tools like the brush or comb or?
I know Savvy Jacks. I've seen Savvy Jacks, but I haven't used any of his products yet.
Oh, okay.
This is a good round one that he made.
Yeah,
he makes some really
seen
nice
that. It looks
handmade
pretty nice.
like tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like watching his maker videos when he makes them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you got some of a beard. You gonna grow it out? Is that what's next?
I don't know. I got first in the styled stash full beard at Beard Clash, which I wasn't quite expecting that. I thought there was a guy with a white beard there. I thought he was maybe gonna win because he had a really nice full white beard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I saw.
I guess Stache got weighed a little bit heavier by the judges. So, I don't know. I'd like to grow a beard sometime.
Nice.
I've cleaned this up sometimes, but at the same time, I like wet shaving. I like trying out the different different shave soaps and stuff like that, and my sons have a lot of fun doing that with me too. So it's kind of hard to stop that and like miss those memories somewhat. Where I have that right now.
Yeah, I kind of went through that recently with going to chops, having to shave every couple of days.
Yeah,
it's different than having a full beard that you don't have to worry about.
Right.
Yeah. It just becomes part of your routine. But I don't know. I used to hate shaving, but getting in the bearding world got me into wet shaving, and a good safety razor shave is quick and easy and smells good, feels good. And then if I have more time, I'll do like a straight razor shave because I want to be careful without that extra guard. But
yeah,
I think once you invest in the different types of like shaving tools and the different types of soaps, like it's a lot more enjoyable than like just the routine, gel and Bic razor,
Yeah. And the wet shaving community, just like the bearding community, is full of a lot of great guys, and been working on getting more of them to grow out just their mustache and not shave that off after November, and
so you do a lot of videos for Proof. You
I've done videos for razor companies. I've done videos for Proof Razor, One Blade, Naked Armor, and like a handful of like random other ones. Tie Above. I've done several different razor companies have sent sent razors to do videos with and try the products out. Let them know what I think. Right now, I really like the Proof razors. They're a single edge razor made in America out of Montana, and they use just a standard classic razor blade that's broken in half that you can put in, so that it's not a proprietary blade. You can get them anywhere. I really like those, but There's a so for a single edge, I really like that. The tie above is a slant razor, so the blade instead of being straight is at a slant when you use it, and that's a really nice machined razor. It's a more expensive one, but that's probably my favorite double-edged razor, safety razor. Yeah. But I'd say if someone's looking for one, I would check out Proof. And I have codes in a lot of my videos if that's something that you want to save money on. Not that,
Yeah.
I'll say this. If you not liked shaving before, you don't need to get a fancy safety razor. You can get like a $15 one off of Amazon, and you're going to have a hugely better shaving experience than anything else you've done before if you've only used cartridge razors or just electric razors. But a nice safety razor like Proof, the head flexes and glides with your face, so it's you don't have to think about your angles, and easy to change the blades, and yeah.
Do you have a preference as far as brands or something with shave soap?
As far as brands go, there's a lot of really good brands. I think my favorite are going to be generally like a tallow base.
Mhm.
I mean, there's so many different great smelling soaps out there. My son's favorite soap is actually one labeled Burn the Ships that Death Grip makes. But Holy Caw makes a lot of great ones. Pasteur Pharmacy does collaborations with a few different soaps, and people within the razor company or the razor community is great. There's a company called the Razor Company that also does collaborations with a lot of good soap makers. And yeah, uh, yeah, there's a lot of good brands out there. But I personally like the tallow soaps because they can make a really nice, just smooth, thick lather.
Yeah.
Especially if you whip that up in a bowl that you have heated water in, so you have a hot lather. Well, it feels really nice, and if it's got a good smell, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's good veggie-based soaps out there that also make good lathers, but I would say when it comes to soaps, generally if it's a tallow base, it's gonna probably be really good versus the other. It just depends on the soap.
Yeah, I really enjoyed tallow body wash, like tallow, body bars. It's just like so much different
Mm-hmm.
than plain soaps. I imagine, yeah, it would definitely feel pretty good on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's different, just like there's different types of beard washes or sorry, beard oils.
Mm-hmm.
There's different types of soaps. So there's
Right.
like utility shave soaps, which are going to be like a hard soap puck, and those will last forever. But the lather's generally not going to last very well or very long. It'll like get the job done. It's really cheap. Then there's like the different tallow or veggie base, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Then there's the different splashes, different aftershaves and stuff like that. And yeah. What's my favorite razor blade brand? I don't have necessarily a favorite razor blade brand of razor blade. There's a lot of different ones out there. Gillette makes several themselves as far as like safety razors go. And I think that kind of depends on the razor that you have and the angle, and then a person's individual like skin sensitivity, how aggressive a razor is or not.
Who's the comment guy?
I don't know. I think he's talking to Jay. Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of a rate. Oh, is Wilkinson Sword. That's like a razor brand, right?
Yeah, that is.
I think so. I haven't used that one personally yet, but
I have no idea.
I'd hope not. You get a full beard.
I wish there was a razor, like a shaving community when I was in the Army 20 some years
Well,
ago.
yeah, I know.
yeah.
You know, I was miserable shaving my face every day.
Oh,
Try doing it twice a day.
Yeah, you were doing twice a day.
That's crazy.
yeah, I believe it. No, it's crazy how the I think the razor companies, like the big ones that make the disposable razors, they get guys to buy these multi-blade razors that cut really close, but they do that by pulling the hair out of the skin and then cutting it so when you're done it goes back below the skin and you get razor bumps and all this ingrown hairs later, and that and they make a lot of money selling you ones that you got to buy over and over and over again that
And you get
cost
like
more than
5,
just
6
doing
blades in
normal.
there. It's just gonna jam up that much faster.
Yeah, they jam up faster. You get razor burn. They cost more. Like a safety razor. One thing I will say is like a good safety razor. You're looking around 60 to, I mean, several hundred. You can spend several hundred on a safety razor for a high quality machined one. But I'd say around 60 or so, you're gonna have a really good one that's reasonable. Um, and then the razor blades themselves are gonna be like 10 cents, something like that. So you end up saving more than what you'd spend on disposable razors within a year, easy,
Right.
especially if you're shaving a couple times a day.
And one of those razors is gonna last you a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, one razor and a safety razor, usually, depending on how coarse your hair, I'd say between 3 and 5 shaves. Yep. I have not shaved my legs. I shaved my arms a lot this last week, showing people how sharp some knives I made are. Yeah, so like the weight of the safety razor. So like a really cheap safety razor will usually be made out of like aluminum and not have much weight, where a nicer one's generally going to be a little bit heavier. That's not always the case. There's some good uh, safety razors that are lighter, like the standard aluminum one from Proof. But that weight of the razor, you can use that to cut the hair more than you pulling it through. It's just the blade cutting the hair.
We got the Clementine snore back.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll usually take a guard up electric trimmer if I'm like trimming up my beard and getting it maybe lined up, or if I have whenever I maybe grow my beard out and then cut that back to shave.
I used to use a cartridge razor like a Gillette on my head, but I mean, I haven't used one in a long time, but sometimes it's nice to get that baby smooth. But I have one of them head trimmers now. I just use it.
Mhm. So I use a lot of different aftershaves. So a lot of times when you look at like the different companies like Pasture Pharmacy or the razor company that sells a lot of like the razors or the shaving soaps, a lot of times they'll sell them as a pair, so you'll get like a matching scent profile between their shave soap and your splash. And sometimes they'll sell cologne as well in the same profile. So usually if I'm shaving, I'll have both of them, and I'll use the two that match. Occasionally I'll mix it up for the different things, but also like a lot of times beard oil works really good as an aftershave as well, because as you all know, you're in here probably, it's that the oil's for your skin, not the hair. So after you shave, you rub some beard oil in, and it feels really good after a smooth shave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that the wet shaving community does, there's several guys in the community where they'll kind of share their collections of their new soaps and aftershaves, and they'll like make a daily shave picture where they'll just set up their bottle and their shave soap nice and put some lighting and take a picture. And they'll show that. There's not a ton of guys in the wet shaving community that do videos of them shaving. They'll do different hangouts where they might have like 4 guys on a video shaving together, chatting, and then there'll be other people in the comments as well. But like just like shaving videos straight to Instagram, their own personal feed, there's only like a handful of guys that seem to do that.
Yeah, I think it helps us, especially watching videos with you and Bob. It helps guys see what to do
Mm-hmm.
and how to style properly and stuff.
Yeah, it definitely helped me, and that's part of the fun of making the videos too. When I do my videos, everybody does them a little bit differently, but I like to try to show the different steps that I'm doing, or at least the important steps in what I'm doing as I'm styling a certain way. Sometimes I'll maybe like cut out. Well, I cut out some of the things no matter what I'm doing.
All right.
I might cut out doing the same process a few times if I need to get hairs, straightened out more one way. But other times, yeah, I try to get the different steps in. I did not go to the Great American. And yeah, there's a good number of women in the wet shaving community as well that prefer it for when shaving their legs or armpits or stuff.
Anything you're planning? Anything coming up that you're planning to go to, or different things you're getting into?
Right now, I'm spending a lot of time trying to restructure my life. Hopefully, that will be more or less figured out and being able to figure out that direction next month. But
Okay.
after that, I don't know. We'll see kind of where I go from there.
Yeah.
Life's just been really hectic. But
Okay.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, the Great American's next year, actually next August, I think.
Yeah, because it was 2024, so that would make
LA. Yeah, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Got a few Death Grip Brotherhood brothers out there to
Oh, I'm sure.
want me to come. So
Yeah.
I got a comment on one thing. I was kind of shocked and honored at Worlds. I mean, I know you were getting a lot of autographs, but when you came up to me and wanting to sign your deck board, I'm like, it threw me off guard. I was honored. So, but yeah, I appreciated that.
well, you guys are a big part of the bearding community, and I enjoy catching your guys' show when I can. And yeah, it's kind of cool to meet you in person. And like, yeah, you definitely. I would love to have you guys sign my board. And yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Worlds was great just to see everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So many people that you talk to on a daily basis or weekly basis on social media and finally get to see them, and
It's
it's really good.
a lot of fun. It's kind of hectic though. There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on. It's hard to.
Yeah.
You can't just watch, everybody else that's going up. You got to be
Right.
going around and checking things out and trying to know when the people, like if you have friends in a certain category, you want to go up to cheer them on. You got to try to watch the clock because you get stuck talking to other people, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody wants to go to different restaurants and stuff. And
Mhm.
See you later, Foxy.
Yeah,
thanks for joining, Fox.
that was kind of nice. Going to Ohio to the Buckeye, it was kind of a more low key beard competition, and it was
Mm.
kind of nice, a little bit nicer than it was at Worlds.
Mhm.
There's not 80 million things going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I enjoyed it though. Yeah. I wish there was a little bit more. Did any of you go get to watch the fireworks?
No.
Oh,
No.
I went down to go watch the fireworks, but the town was just so crowded with people. Like, it was crazy. And I ended up leaving like shortly after because we were like, we're going to be tired. We have more things to do in the morning. And if we don't go now, we're not going to get back to our car for like 2 hours. So many people.
Yeah.
yeah. We were in a restaurant at that time. We could hear them
Yeah.
going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we weren't at the restaurant that everyone went to. We were at a different restaurant. So, which we had a good experience. I heard everyone else did not. Like they didn't even get their food and
Oh, no.
like that. But
And it was
Yeah.
kind of an interesting place.
yeah, like I can't remember the name of it, but they brought your steak out and it
Mm.
cooks on a stone right in front of you. So you just kind of like cook it to where you want it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
What
And,
they
oh
say
man,
it was like 800
tasted
degrees or something. when
so
they brought
good.
it out.
Yeah, the stone was like
Yeah.
800 degrees. It was so
That
good.
sounds good.
But
Yeah.
you can cook it however you want it done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just take it off when it's done for you, or just keep it
Yeah.
on if you like it
Yeah.
burnt.
Yeah. Take a slice and flip it over onto the stone, and
Oh yeah, it was so good.
where it's
Yeah.
just pink, and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it was a good, and I mean, even though that was a different type of dining experience, it still has to be a good piece of meat, and it
Yeah.
was a good piece.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
likewise, mixed breed.
Yeah, it was great meeting all you guys who were here. There were
Yeah.
every time you turned around, you're running into somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just person after person that you knew, and wish you had more time to do stuff or
Mhm.
talk to the people. And
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still going through people who we met there who we're trying to get on the show,
yeah.
yeah, good.
and we have the big one coming up middle of October on Dr. Adam Cosgrove.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a fun show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions regarding mustache styling or things in specific? I'm glad to help any of that world of stuff because I definitely can talk you through that.
Yeah, I gotta give it to man. You've done really well with your mustache in a short period of time, I think, and you gotta have a lot of patience in learning that and crafting that. I think.
There's definitely a learning curve. I'd say the more you do it, the easier it gets. Like if
Right.
I'm just styling up quick for my day before I go to work, like 3 to 5 minutes, depending on what I'm doing, can go pretty fast. I think when I was at Worlds and I did the freestyle on the last day there, I only spent 9 minutes doing that freestyle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, so
you had like 4 different sides, right? Like you had or three or four.
4 or 5, I think, actually.
Yeah.
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 Crazy you could do it that quick.
Yeah.
Well, I style up for that using Bone Crusher, and I'd say each wax, if you're trying it like a different wax, they style a little bit differently. So the more you use that one type of wax, the more you get an idea of what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll talk with Death Grip, because they have a variety of different types, but like they have the bare bones, which Born Bearded here is talking about. Said use it for my mustache. Is that what you'd suggest for a natural look, or can you think of something better with a better hold? So bare bones is going to be bare bones. It's a no heat wax. If you're going to use it, it's very, very sticky. It's a wet wax, and I'd say kind of feels heavy, and you just want to have a tiny bit on your fingers. If you're doing like a natural look, you don't want much on your fingers at all, because otherwise the hairs will start to stick together and you'll get things looking. So if I'm doing a natural with like bare bones, I'm just going to be lightly touching the tips and then combing it out. Well, first you pre-style, hot shower, get some, use a comb with a hair dryer to blow it in a curl direction, or a round brush, and then you're going to want to just put that little bit in, and then a little bit usually just in the center along the lower lip to help keep those hairs together, and then leave it there. I don't use bare bones very much personally as far as wax, just because I find it heavy and it doesn't give quite enough support. I find if it's really easy to use too much if I'm going for natural, and then I got to do more, and then I do basically like a really more like a very simple curl, but it's bare bones, so it doesn't have much support. And then sudden deaths and no heat high hold wax. You put that in and you keep putting it in, and you find where the right wax to your amount of hair is. You can kind of start to manipulate that, and you can see how it's holding. How does your hair style? Does it just crump together? Can you press it flat and then style from there? And then with Bone Crusher, you get a lot of different control as far as, especially when you get length. And holding it out, you have more support. And it's tacky still, like sudden death or death grip wax, but it's not quite as tacky, and you just got that firm hold. And then there's the original death grip, or the OG death grip, and that's a very tacky wax, but it's heavy because it has a lot of pine rosin in it, which makes it tacky. So it doesn't like to hold like larger shapes as well. But if ever I'm going swimming, I like to use that because it's not going to wash out where you're swimming, and you protect your facial hair really well. Yeah, you'll have to try it out, Kevin. And if you ever want to do a live together on Instagram, trying it out, styling it up, I'm down to try to schedule that with anybody. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Kev has like a huge mustache. Like it is thick.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that would look shaped, waxed.
No, we've been trying to talk him into doing a beard competition for a long time.
Oh yeah.
You got to get him one. Yeah, he's got a great beard.
Yep.
You bet.
Well, Philip, it was great to have you on. I know we talked about it forever. I'm glad we finally got it together.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the video to work and the audio to eventually work too.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure you just sit close to the phone, the screen. Even though it's vertical, I wasn't gonna have you mess with it anymore because it was coming in perfect.
Yeah, if it's working, don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, give
Sudden death
give
and
a
bone
sudden death and bone crusher a try there, born bearded. I would say as it gets colder, you'll enjoy sudden death really well. And if it's really cold out, it'll feel almost like bone crusher. But bone crusher, I find, can work great year round. You just got to be able to get it hot enough. Hawaii sounds like a lot of fun. Like to visit there down there sometime. I like growing orchids, or I did. I still do. I used to grow a lot more, but I'd love to visit some of the different nurseries down there. But Hawaii actually doesn't have very many native orchids. Actually, Minnesota has more native orchids than Hawaii does. But yeah.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. But yeah, Phil, anything you want to shout out before we leave?
No, it was great hanging out with all you.
Yeah.
Make sure to find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all that. And if you have any questions, send them my way. Glad to ask and help. And yeah.
Absolutely. And next week, surprise guest. That's all I can say.
Sounds good. We'll see who's there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some holes in the schedule, but it's starting to fill up.
Yeah, not for long. Not for long.
Oh.
We'll be full, and before you know it, it's gonna be November. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Charity. Our charity drive.
Yeah. We'll be started on that soon.
Yeah.
But thanks, Philip, for joining us. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you guys for the invite.
Definitely. Check us out next Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And respect the journey, y'all.
Yep. Have a good Friday, everybody.
Hey, everyone.